The night is still young. Alright, it is 10 p.m. That definitely put a damper on things, but...
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate. Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never cool. May they sire many a bed, and meet gods a kind.
Let's go ahead and get some drinks on here.
If I may, Shawnee, I'll show you how I cut a jig. Nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
By the way you move, what charm, what grace.
Thanks.
See what else we got going outside here.
Perhaps you care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
Quite the way with words. I tell it like it is. I love that.
I meant no offense.
Were that true? You wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Well, that was a proposition if I ever heard one.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
All right. Don't have a ton of cards. I didn't really play a lot of Gwent in the other game. In fact, I played very little to none. So let's go ahead and see what we need here. Grab him. I guess grab him. And that's it. Let's just go ahead and start the game. I have a feeling this is going to go bad for me. Choose a card to redraw. 1 out of 2. We got 2 fogs, so let's go ahead and redraw the fog. Alright, my turn. Let's go ahead and... Oh, okay, tricky. He's gonna have some much better cards, it seems. Wow. Maybe if he's already used his Scorch. Earth Elemental. Go ahead and drop my captain down. Ooh, that's a hell of a hero card. Okay, so... that also damage me? Holy crap, this is not going to turn out very well. Alright, the opponent passed. Let's not put the fog down. Opponent has won the round. It looks like he was going to win that round. It looks like he's going to win the next round too, because I got nothing. See, I don't really understand the game that well. Ended in a draw, 6-6. I guess it's how many points you have on your side, so defeat. Defeat it is. I guess I'm wearing the hat.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement?
Oh, weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it.
We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even.
Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that?
That's better than nothing.
Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everec's a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir von Everec.
Rogue's long dead, by my reckoning. Exactly.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink. We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
Alright guys, 11 p.m. It is almost time to end this night. Let's go ahead
Quite the
and
luck
move on
this
to
way.
at least one more thing. Let's should we go down to the river? Or up front? Let's just do that. Let's go down and see what we got at the old pond here. Maybe we can woo a townswoman.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie. I did. Tain't there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. The man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
Well, let's do it.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
Alright, let's go in and fish for...
My eyes are glued.
Use our Witcher senses. There we go. The Lost Shoe. Oh, that's the Lost Shoe, but I still gotta get Shawnee's shoe. The controls in the water, what is going on here? There we go. There's Shawnee's boot. She threw it far. Ugh, I'll never get used to these water controls. Alright, so 3 shoes. One of them's got to be Shawnee's. I got 3 shoes, 3 women out here.
Shoot! You deaf?
Oh. Well, don't want to take them.
Damn mucky, that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh, well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
Very smooth, very smooth. So it looks like we got 1 minute, time to go into the barn and cap
Nothing
off the
like a good
ceremony.
swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the cabin.
Go on, Shawnee. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
Oh. Let's not mess things up right
So
now.
be it. If there's no demand, I shan't supply. But it would have been a beautiful speech.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
You're a bridesmaid, Shawnee. Take your place.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast their lovely bed with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another side. Brides will love eternal, bridegroom best beware, or she'll make you a cuckold in the coming year. What's the groom a thinking? Storm of Molly's brow. Must be said
Garland!
cow. You get the cow, above the calf the hay. So drink and be
Our tradition holds. Whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
that really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't! I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me, misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light, a team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Bah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everec, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everec will bother you no more.
Should get back to Olgierd soon.
And like that, it's over. Huh. Here, I thought I might get some more time with you. Silly, wasn't it?
Wouldn't say that.
Never mind. I should find Eldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Alright guys, well, Dead Man's quest is done, the party is over, and we are going to continue this adventure. I want to thank you guys for being here. This is Zero, and I'm out!